Hello and welcome to another MCO update on Bitcoin. Yeah, good performance, good performance. We want to take a look at the Bitcoin chart, but also a quick look at the NASDAQ. Like to compare these two at the moment because both are reaching important pivots. Now, first of all, here on the daily chart, no change. All we need to do with the price still pushing higher in wave A and with the price approaching the next Fibonacci level around $100,500, all we need to do is to adjust Fibonacci support in case the next pullback starts, but there is no sign. There is absolutely no sign of a pullback, and it, from a daily chart point of view, would require a break now below the 93,460 level to suggest that a top has formed. Yeah? So this would be a key level to watch on the daily chart. That should be a good indication that we've started at least the B wave pullback. If you followed previous updates, then you know that the white scenario remains preferred and that we were watching for one more high in this A wave. So this is currently being fulfilled, even though I said already a few days ago we fulfilled minimum expectations of this A wave. But with this final push or this next push higher, we are fulfilling the ideal structures. So some of you might not know this, but we provide updates in our Gold membership every single day. Also, there's typically for Bitcoin a morning update, which is a little bit more extended. So, for example, here yesterday on the Bitcoin chart, I communicated that also the white ABC structure to the upside is still in play. This remains the preferred interpretation. So that white scenario on our Bitcoin short-term chart is the scenario for one more high. You see it here. So support held, price pushed for a new high, but let's first get back to the daily chart. So the white scenario, I just want to make that crystal clear, it remains the preferred scenario. No change there in preference. Bitcoin is still just simply filling in the patterns. And also, if you watched yesterday's video, then you also saw the update about the NASDAQ, right? And I provide these updates regularly in our memberships, but I wanted to show it again here as well, just to visualize again that the NASDAQ is pushing higher, and that is kind of related to what Bitcoin is doing as well. And the NASDAQ's 100% Fibonacci extension milestone target is located at 20,824, which is why I've wrote in my morning update today that we're getting close to top. I believe it kind of moves with the NASDAQ. For NASDAQ, we have a more well-defined target. And again, it's 20,824. I'm not sure if we get there. Yeah, I mean, this is like the icing on the cake. Because, I mean, if someone's looking at this now and says, okay, but, you know, let's assume it breaks down now. Oh, it didn't reach target. But you have to consider that this target was called out already on the 21st of April. So I just want to again, nobody's got the crystal ball, but I want to highlight that from a probabilities point of view, most of this rally is done. So just be on the side of caution, yeah? Most of this rally is done. I would normally say the high probability element of this rally is done. And honestly, this here is a nice to have. It's a bonus. Now I'm going to watch for it as long as we're holding this last swing low on the NASDAQ that formed here on Wednesday the 7th. So there is, of course, a short-term bearish count. The top could be in, but there's no evidence it is, okay? So it's just simply following still that pathway higher. And I just show you that because Bitcoin and the NASDAQ kind of are moving in the same patterns, roughly. So Bitcoin also here pushing higher. This is the short-term chart. And just to wrap it up on the daily chart, this A wave could come close to a top. And then also on the NASDAQ, I'm going to watch for a pullback, which could be a B wave. On the Bitcoin chart, this could also be a B wave. At the moment, support is 79,376.
Thanks so much for watching the videos on this YouTube channel. If you've been thinking about joining MCO as a member, now might be a great time. You can use the link in the video description and apply the discount code right below it. You will get 50% off your first month of our Gold membership, and you can explore everything we offer. It's the easiest way to test the membership, see if it's a good fit for you, and get a feel for the community, join the conversation, and I'm looking forward to meeting you in our member area.
To 98,307, and that B wave pullback, if corrective in nature, which is what I'd like to see, we could then watch for a C wave rally. But always important. People then always say, oh, why is the B wave not happening? So far it wasn't supposed to happen. It could have happened, but the A wave extension was still preferred. Now that we have this A wave extension, a pullback becomes more and more probable, but I would still need a break below some kind of a technical level to confirm that this pullback has started. Until that pullback happens, or that break of that support level happens, there is no evidence, okay? And as I said, it takes a break minimally below 93,467 to confirm a pullback. Now, on the smaller time frame, now let's go back to the short-term chart. We have a level that is a little bit closer. So again, white scenario here proposed that wave 4 bottomed on the 6th of May. Internal wave 4, and we're now working on this wave 5, which seems to unfold as an ABC structure now. And here I've got another fib level, actually around 100,700 that we can watch, but we're approaching this one. The move up from yesterday's low is a 5-wave move, so it looks like we nearly have it completed. Could always get a final stretch or something, but it does look like it's nearly done. Not saying it's done yet, and it would require minimally, really minimally, a break below this low at $98,760 to suggest that some kind of a top is in place. Some kind of a top. And then, but this is really only on the nano level here, the focus can shift to this Fibonacci support area. This is just standard support, which is measured based on the extension of this move up, on the length from the 6th of May low to today's high. Just because, if it finds a way to extend, which it can do, as I showed you on the NASDAQ chart, we might still push higher in the stocks indexes as well. So Bitcoin might find a way, and it could be in an A, B, C structure, okay? So for now, I track this 5th wave as an ABC, but that might just be the A wave, and we get another extension. I will reflect that on the charts later today. But we don't really have support, we don't have a top defined yet. Therefore, this support area remains a moving support area that will move up with the price as we go higher. Previously we considered that the A wave potentially topped already, but again, it was just marked with a question mark. What I want to show actually now is, let's show how such an extension would actually look like, right? Let's show how such an extension would actually look like. So can always be that this is just the A wave, we get a B wave pullback, and then rally higher in wave C. It can always happen. So that is relevant though for those only who really trade very, very short term, because this might be a small swing trade setup, sometimes even intraday if it happens very quickly. And it would provide an opportunity for this chart to extend further, which is absolutely possible, especially looking at the Ethereum chart today. It looks like it might do that. The NASDAQ might do that, but I haven't looked through all the charts. So I always try to consider all charts, even though we have to take each chart on its own. But sometimes one chart provides a bit more clarity than the other, and that might give us an additional edge. Like the NASDAQ at the moment. I explained to you in previous days that the Bitcoin chart isn't super clear on the nano structures, but the NASDAQ provides a bit more clarity and has a very clear target, so would still prefer higher just based on that. Not because Bitcoin always follows the NASDAQ, that's not the case, but at the moment they're correlating, so it doesn't harm at least to consider the context. Yeah, that's the update on Bitcoin. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.